No! No! No!
What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy here, Offroadgaming, with your boy Champ2025 Gaming Nerd on our brand new channel, The Broken Controller. What's
Hello,
up, bud?
everyone.
So how you guys doing today? All right, so this is going to be our new channel. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things, up-and-coming video games, reviews on current video games, as well as video games that are not out yet that people are reviewing. Tonight's show is basically just about us going over what we're doing, how we're going to go about it, what we're using in the events, everything else. We're also going to be adding a little bit of things in like question and answers, if you guys want to find out about games. I'm not too familiar with all the games. That's why my co-host is with me, because he knows a lot more about it. He's very knowledgeable in that industry, very knowledgeable in the field as well.
I'm basically here to keep this man's head above water so he doesn't fuck up.
Yeah, well, if I drown, we could always throw myself a life raft,
No, if you drown, I may have to take the channel from you.
Hey, listen, it wouldn't be a bad thing. The only problem I would have is you need to get that beard straightened up and them hairs fixed, because that shit looking fucked, bro.
Don't worry, I'm planning on get this fucking shit fixed here soon.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the farm has a cow that we can loan you that gives you a nice cow lick.
Oh, you're funny.
All right, so we're going to start off. We're going to let my co-host explain to you guys about the Batman Arkham Asylum game that came out for the VR headset recently. He's been hands-on with the game. He's going to give you guys a little insight on it, let you know if it's really worth it of a game to buy. There's a lot of new games coming to VR headset.
Yes, there's a lot of new games. Like back in the day in VR, because I'm still new to VR, but I'm not new to VR. I'm kind of in between since I've had that honeymoon phase with the VR headset. Batman Arkham Shadow, it's a very good game. Short, but it's short, not too short. It's because I got it a Sunday right before we rolled into December, and I've beaten the game. It took me about 2 days worth of gameplay because the MetaQuest 3S that I own doesn't have that long of a battery life.
Yeah, I think that's the only problem with the MetaQuest 3. They should have went from its predecessor, the MetaQuest 2, when they made the 3. They should have gave a longer lasting battery to give you more gameplay.
Well, here's the thing though. I have the budget friendly version of the MetaQuest 3, which is the MetaQuest 3S. So there's a few downsides with the 3S because it still uses the lenses from the 2, which this is my first MetaQuest, by the way. So I'm not bitching about anything.
I mean, it's a good product. It definitely is. It was hands down, one of the most iconic items to come out versus the Apple VR headset, which is what, like $1,500?
Yeah,
$1,600, something like that.
The Apple headset is $1,500, which, frankly, I'm not going for.
Yeah, I can't justify spending that much money on a VR headset.
I can't justify spending $1,500. I'm sorry, Apple. I love your products. I love your phone. But really, you want to get into the gaming sphere by making a VR headset? At least bring the price down. There has to be something with your headset that you're justifying $1,500 for this.
I mean, somebody's told me that the Apple VR headset apparently is supposed to do everything but be a girlfriend.
What?
It's supposed to do everything.
Wow, it's supposed to do everything.
It'll do everything
Congratulations.
but make love to you.
Congratulations, Apple. You're trying to be like Microsoft here.
Yeah.
Are you trying to be the end all be all with VR?
They're trying. I mean, they still got a lot of work to do with it. I mean, if me personally, if I was going to spend $1,500 on the headset, the first thing I would want is to ensure that the screen that's on it, like the little visor that goes across it, is more people friendly, drop friendly. Because I've seen people drop them, and what do? They're like controllers; they break.
They're like controllers,
and it's crazy because you spend $1,500 on an item to turn around and be like, "Hey, wait a minute, my shit's broken," and then the next thing you know, you got to pay an additional $400 to have them replace it.
Yeah, like why would I want to do that? Like if I were to break my MetaQuest 3S controllers, I can buy an Oculus controller. I can buy anything that is compatible with the 3S. And I'm like, I don't need to worry. But unlike Apple, if I hit something like my TV and it breaks on one little contact, what does that say about the product?
Yeah, they claim that. Like I was looking at a review the other day. As a matter of fact, I've got to find it again. But I was reading in a review about the Apple headset that it's made out of titanium. The whole thing is made out of titanium. There's a YouTuber out there called Jerry Riggs Everything.
Yeah.
And he did a review on the Apple product. And one of the things he said about it was that the item is not 100% titanium. The bezel that goes around the electronics is titanium. Everything else is plastic and computer board.
Oh, so basically they're pulling a bullshit way of saying, hey, it's titanium when it's not really titanium. And also, we're getting sidetracked. I should be reviewing my Batman game.
Yes. So now that we dissed on Apple a little bit, let's get back to the Batman game, because I know that's what people are waiting for, is to get your personal review on this game. So is it a buy or is it a pass? Is what the people are going to want to know.
It is a buy from me. And the reason why I'm saying it is a buy, because it makes you feel as if you're Batman. Like the combat, the way I can go from a left hook into a batarang, into a ballist, into the explosive gel, into a shot glove, which I know some people are out there, they hated the shot gloves in Origins. Because literally in Origins, which when you do get the shot gloves, they can just be an end all be all, because I shocked you. You can't do anything else for a bit. Now I can just continue to wail down on you.
Yeah, like when they designed that game, they put a lot of thought into it. I mean, everybody growing up always wanted to play a superhero in some shape, way, or form. I mean, you used to remember when you were growing up, you'd wear a cape, you'd run around the house, you'd destroy things, and people would love it because you were a little kid trying to be a superhero. Now, with this VR headset, you're able to live out as a superhero. Granted, you won't have all the abilities and superpowers of what you have in a VR headset.
Yeah, like
so that doesn't mean
you don't have to literally jump off a bed, hit your bed, and break your leg anymore. With this
game, that doesn't mean that you guys should try to put on the VR headset and climb to a rooftop and jump off, because I would not recommend it. You're not going to fly like Batman. You're not going to fly like Superman either. You'll come crashing down, and that'll be the end of the VR and you.
Like, you have to, as you're playing this game, so you have to mimic Batman's movements. So because there is no jump button. So if you want to glide like Batman, you first have to literally put your arms down where the cape would be, and then bring them up like as if you're like about like when you want to glide, like he does in the game.
Yeah.
Like you have to bring them up to glide. Now the combat, like, and now I'll get into the different proportions of the game. When you're playing as Batman, the combat is smooth, like it, because the first few combat sections I got into, I was still baby in VR. So I was still getting my bearings. I was a tad bit scared of where my surroundings was. But as I got more comfortable, I'm starting just swinging my fists. Not too far, not too wide, not trying to destroy shit, but I'm just swinging them like I want to feel good about the punch.
Yeah. I know that, and not to jump subjects, because I don't have the Batman game. It might be something I'm going to get in the future, maybe when I upgrade my VR headset, unless it's available to the second VR headset, then yeah. But I happen to know that with like the Beat Saber game, there's been times that I'd be dancing, me and Champs played a couple of games. I do have clips of it. And there's been times I've whacked my hand and it hurt.
Yeah. Like, because I play, like, now we have to get off Batman for a minute. There's another game I play called Blade and Sorcery.
I've heard of that game. I heard it's pretty good.
It is good. That game is fully moddable.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
Everybody says when you get a new game, play the campaign first. Don't start modding this game. Like, I know how many of you guys out there want to wield like a fancy blade from one of your favorite games, one of your favorite franchise. Don't go into that just yet. Enjoy Blade and Sorcery for what it is, a medieval fantasy action game. Because literally, because I've been playing it for a while. I'm nearly done with Blade and Sorcery.
Okay.
If I had to do I think one more Targaryen dungeon real quick, fast, and then I'm completely done. Because you have to go through the Targaryen dungeons in that game 6 times.
Okay.
And each time you go into the dungeon, you kill the big rock golem, you get a crystal. Each time you get a crystal, you get to choose which magic type you want to use. And you get like electricity, you get electric, fire, gravity, mind, and telekinesis. So you get those magics. You can combine a few of the different magics with each other, like fire and electric makes plasma. You can create, because you can combine a couple of the magic abilities with each other. Now, for me, because I'm playing on the 3S and my lighting source isn't that good, the hand tracking isn't the best. So I'm basically screwed to the point where during the day I can use the hand tracking, and it will show me what I'm doing. Like it will register the magic being done. But during the night when I want to play, I'm mainly more weaponry focused. So so basically, and when you do use your magic in that game, you need to. It's kind of hard because you have no indicators on where you're targeting. So you need to target the best of your ability on where you want your shit to hit. So yeah, but if anybody wants a new MetaQuest 3, I would say go with the budget one if you have around $325. But
Yeah, if you can afford the budget one, I would definitely recommend it. I
yeah,
mean, unless you want to go with a little more memory, a little longer battery life, then I would go with the more expensive one. But if you're
well, I'm gonna
just
say this:
starting,
if you can afford, if you have the money for a PlayStation 5 Pro, do not buy the fucking Pro because you're not gonna be able to do everything with it. So just get the original PlayStation 5, and you're gonna have enough. You'll probably have enough Mulan left over to get a headset. Or better yet, if you want if you want to get the headset, just use the $700 because I know the more expensive one is going to be around $500. And I'm basically, since this is my first VR headset, I'm perfectly happy with what I got. I need a little bit of money here and there to actually get me a few accessories to extend my gameplay.
yeah, the best time to actually want to get accessories for any kind of VR headset would probably be when they're on sale. Because
Yeah.
Around the holidays would be the best time. I mean, you got Best Buy, you got Target, you got Walmart.
You got Target, you got Walmart, you got Best Buy, you got Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon with the as a matter of fact, I know we're supposed to be talking a lot about games, but let's just skate over to the Amazon thing that's going on.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on with Amazon at the moment and the strike and all of that great stuff, I don't think I'd be too keen on ordering anything. I may or may not receive my package. Well, I think I'll just stick with my box office stores at the moment.
Yeah, just stick with your box office stores with what you want. Until Amazon gets done with their strike, and I'm sorry you can't see me very well because I'm walking back and forth because I can't use my normal setup for my damn phone.
Listen, guys, we need to donate to get him a pod stand.
I say use the box office stores like Walmart, Target, any big name store down in the south, north, west. Often, basically, just use the big name stores that you guys have.
Yeah, definitely would recommend that.
Yeah. Now,
that's actually one of the things I'd like to jump into real quick. For a lot of the people that are watching, if they're watching, one of the things that we're planning on doing is at some point we're going to do some types of giveaways.
Yep.
We'll have little things to give away. Could be a video game, could be a month of Xbox Live, PlayStation, personal preference. As well as probably some, downloadable stuff like V-Bucks, COD points. And, stuff like that.
Or maybe if we can afford it, a new game.
Yes, definitely. If we can afford it and, we get enough subscribers to the channel, we could do a giveaway on a video game.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'll be personal preference. It's going to be a game that, we have either done reviews on or, played and so forth.
Speaking of, there will be a game in March that I will be picking up.
What is the game there, bud? Tell us about this game.
The game that I'm going to be buying towards March is called Bleach.
Oh, wait a minute. Bleach, isn't that Joker's favorite drink of choice?
Nah, you're funny. No, it's the new Bleach fighting game.
Oh, come on. We all know that's that man's drink of choice.
Yes, that is that man's drink of choice, but I'm not talking about that Bleach. I'm talking about the anime.
Respect it. But for all of you that may or may not have seen us on our buddy's channel, The Joker's Corner, Champ's actually one of his co-hosts.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually on loan from The Joker's Corner.
Yep.
So It ain't up right now, but I'll pin his channel in the corner somewhere, and you guys can go and check it out. He's
we'll pin
phenomenal
Joker's
person.
channel on somewhere in the description of the podcast episode. Also, speaking of Tony, I'm gonna have to talk to you about this after we're done.
Okay.
So yeah, because I'm not seeing the episode anywhere on the YouTube page.
Oh, it's on there. I can see it.
Well, let me check real quick. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you know what? I'll check after the show's done.
Yeah. If you go to the live tab, it's showing right now that it's on there. It's been
Yeah.
going.
Oh, there we go. Yep, there it is. Once we get done, I can just show this episode off to everybody in different Discords.
Yeah.
But yes.
Remember,
as I've been saying,
for
I can no longer use my setup. I'm just walking back and forth now.
Yeah, for everybody that's going to be wondering, yeah, this is just an introduction episode. This is just to let people know, who we are, what we're about, what we're trying to do. Obviously, we're going to give our shout outs to the people that have helped us get to where we are now.
Yep.
Because it's only fair.
It's only fair we give credit where credit is due. Because
exactly.
Without those people, I wouldn't be where I am today. Like I wouldn't be opened up to comedy. I wouldn't be opening myself up, becoming a better entertainer as I am now without certain people in my life.
Yeah. We did get rid of a lot of toxic people in our lives, and it's only for the best.
Yeah, we've had to remove a lot of toxicity from our lives. But there are certain people within certain friend groups that we will keep around because they ain't being toxic. They're not wanting to be toxic for toxicity's sake. They're just trying to help us trying to be a better person. And sometimes when you don't want to hear the truth, you're going to react a certain way and you're not going to be not thinking straight when you're pissed. So
True. What are we doing here? I gotta figure out something.
Yeah, what are we doing here? All
right, so let's move on to the elephant in the room about Treyarch, because we all know we have a bone to pick with Treyarch.
Oh, the bone to pick. Okay, who's gonna start this? You or me?
Yo, me personally, I want to start this one off because honestly, dude, I'm not thrilled with the way Treyarch has been playing their game, man. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. I love the multiplayer.
It's a very good game.
I love the zombies, dude. Like, the only thing that really pisses me off with Treyarch, and I'm talking like level 10 type thing.
Yeah.
Is their AI chat bans that they have in place.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I've grown up with a lot of, hood people, where they throw this word, they do this, they do that. The AI is not up to date with that.
We've both grown up in the age of Xbox where you can't go 10 seconds in a Call of Duty lobby without some bozo throwing out the N-word.
I know. It's crazy, and it's like the AI swears that it's against their chat service, and 14-day bans, 30-day bans, 90-day bans is a little excessive, especially when you're running with a team. Especially when you're running with a team.
Yeah, dude, look at me. I'm a Call of Duty veteran. I came from the era where I'm getting called an N-bomb by little Timmy.
Timmy.
I go and drop a 30 streak on,
no pun intended.
I go and lay down 30 kills, 15 deaths, and a pretty good assist ratio.
Yeah.
And here I am, no longer no longer on my main account playing this game. Yes, I'm going to say this because if we get a fucking Activision, we get an Activision Treyarch person in our chat one day, I want them to hear how pissed I am. I want them to realize, oh, we fucked up. We actually banned a content creator.
Yeah, because it's content creators. Granted, I'm a new and up and coming content creator, and he's been doing it for a while, as well as a few of our other friends. But we're the ones that talk about the game and get the people enticed to want to play it.
Yes.
So when you ban the people that actually get on Twitch day in and day out and streaming the live games and talking about them, you're not only hurting the people that are making your game more popular, but you're also hurting your bread and butter because some person that's never played the game, that's interested in the game, goes, Mom, I want this game, or Dad, I want this game, and then they buy it or not buy it because they go on based on the reviews of the people that have played it.
Yeah, I had to turn off camera because it's starting to get a little darker and down in here, and no one's gonna be able to see my face.
Yeah, well, you need to make sure you have that back on at some point, sir.
You know what? I'll turn it on right before we head out. But yeah, like people like me, we are the ones who buy your game. Like, we're the diehard. And now you're trying to cater to a demographic, a group of fucking people out there who will not play your game. Like, and this is why I'm getting pissed at this shit. More people want to be so fucking soft. Like, a little shit talk here and there doesn't hurt nobody. It could form friendships. It could make people you could actually, back in the day, people shit talked each other. Like on COD, freaking Gears of War. And what happens after the shit talk? They start chatting a bit with each other. Oh, hey, this guy's pretty chill. I want to add him, start talking to him more, and maybe we're going to hang out a lot more.
To be fair, I actually have met a lot of good friends on, Call of Duty, Gears of War. As a matter of fact, we're going to bump back, say, like 10 years ago when I met, the 8-bit misfit, which you all know him now as the Joker.
The Joker's Corner.
I met this man on Call of Duty, or not Call of Duty, Gears of War. We met on Gears of War, and I remember we used to shit talk each other so much. I'm talking, you would make a priest want to go to church every Sunday to beg for forgiveness, the amount of shit talk we've done.
Yeah.
And crazy thing is, it was all fun and games. We never had to worry about an AI banning us for anything. We never had to worry about our accounts getting suspended.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the community policed itself.
Of course.
Like, dog, like it. Now you want to be so fucking worried that you actually take away from the community, and now nobody wants to talk to each other because they are so fucking scared of their account getting taken away from them. Like, dude, let the shit talk happen. Let the epic moments happen. Like, it's within the shit talk you can actually discover who the fuck you are. Like, are you going to bitch out when it gets heated? Are you the guy that's going to go in, die a whole bunch of times, or die strategically so your team so the bad people on your team can actually get something done so everybody's working together? Or are you the type of person to go in, put the whole fucking team on your back, and just fucking get the whole fucking thing done? And my alarm just went off. So, and that's what happens when there's shit talk because, you got that one motherfucker on that team who's literally going to show you just how badass they are. But now, you don't have any of that.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of the... I'm trying to think on how I want to word it. It seems like a lot of the games that are out there nowadays are rated M for mature, but there's always a younger crowd playing it.
Yes.
And, like, yeah, I get it. Everybody should be entitled to play a game that they enjoy and have fun with.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you're getting in games with grown men that their first vocabulary is fuck this, kiss my ass, and the whole 9-yard routine.
Yes. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if little Timmy is good. It's what he can do. Like, when the fucking shit hits the fan. Like, if he wants to fucking talk shit.
Yo, little Timmy gets picked on so much by you. What about all the other people out there?
Dude. I don't care. I want to show the meaning of fucking hellfire on little Timmy. And that's what I do. I don't give a shit.
Only you would, man.
Gets his fucking ass reamed because I'm fucking just tired of his shit. I come on at the end of the day. I go on to Call of Duty to enjoy my time, to enjoy. And here I am now, years later in Black Ops 6 with a fucking alt account. Because little Timmy's mom and little Timmy's dad got old boo-hoo butt hurt. This is the type of people that I fucking hate. You want fucking snowflakes playing your game.
It seems like that's what they cater to nowadays.
Yeah, they cater to these snowflakes. Like, it angers me, dude. Like, back in the day, it was like you either improve or you quit playing the game.
Luckily, I mean, everybody knows that there is room for improvement, as well as, everybody knows the famous "let me break the controller because my shit got me mad."
Yeah.
How many controllers have been destroyed over the years with people that just start smashing shit?
And this is why we named our fucking podcast The Broken Controller, because it's to those people who love to be masochists and play Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. It's to you fuckers that we call this The Broken Controller.
Exactly, because the broken controller is an iconic thing that everybody in some way, shape, or form have broken their controller because they've gotten mad at the fact that
oh my god, back in my teens, I've destroyed countless fucking controllers because I got pissed.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, to be fair, I've had my fair share of broken controllers as well.
Yeah. Like, even to this day, I'm still having malfunctioning controllers. Not broken controllers, but malfunctioning. Like, because I basically game a whole bunch. Like, and you know what's bad? Is that they don't support classic shit. Like, I still play Smash Brothers with a GameCube controller. And as much as I play, I am very scared that one day when I try to go get a new GameCube controller, we don't have any more. There's no more GameCube controllers.
Yeah. That's one of the things. A lot of the retro games, they're hard to come across.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I actually want to jump into a subject real quick about the new Mario Party Jamboree.
Go ahead.
So I recently got my hands on the new Mario Party Jamboree. It's been, at first when I played it, it kind of felt like they took one of the original like Mario Party and Wii Sports and wove it in together.
Yeah.
And it was like hands down trash.
Yeah.
But after doing the online experience with a few friends, it is a game that not only takes skill, but it also takes a brain as well, because a lot of the stuff that you have to figure out requires, more than just press a button and figure it out. Like there's one game on there that I've played that you have to do a bunch of obstacles in order to get into a next room.
And with the thing with the Mario games now is because these were meant to be played with friends. Like the Mario Party games, these were meant to be played with friends. So growing up, if you didn't have a brother, if you didn't have 3 other brothers to play with you, nor friends, you probably just checked out the Mario Party games and then just returned the game after you're done.
Yeah, that's why I actually like the fact that they made it to where you can actually play online with other people.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to play against a computer? I mean, some computers are dumb. So
yeah, and this is why I'm in with Smash Brothers. Like, I did not get to play online with Smash until the Switch.
Yeah.
Like, I played from the 64 to the GameCube to the Wii U solo. Like, I didn't know.
I actually remember like the 64 days.
Yeah. Like, there was no fucking. I didn't know about tournaments. I didn't know about fucking competition with Smash Brothers until the Switch version. And when I literally went on, got my Switch, started playing with a few friends. I didn't have a lot of friends in communities until Smash Brothers, but I kind of got my ass handed to me a lot by better players, and it pissed me off until I found my character who came out towards the end of this game's life cycle, and then shit started to click because I'm now figuring out, okay, I'm way better with this character.
Yeah.
My character is Sora, which you found out firsthand.
Oh, yeah. I played this man. Listen, I talked so much shit that I could beat him at Smash Brothers, thinking that, it was going to be a walk in the park. Let's just say I am not proud of this, but I got my ass handed to me, like hands down fucking handed to me. And I'm sitting here like, damn.
He talking so much shit. Like it was the bad boys of the 90s, like the fucking Pistons, the fucking Lakers, the fucking Celtics. He was talking so much shit. And here I am sitting in here in Illinois. I'm just thinking, all right, you're about to find out who the baddest motherfucker is. I went Michael Jordan on this motherfucker.
Michael Jordan's gonna endorse
Jordan
this
where
shit.
he just sinks like 63 or whatever, however many points in the first. And all he did was just like shoot so many three pointers, and he scores all those points. Like I'm talking flu game Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan, like the shrug, all those moments. Like I literally said, you're about to find out who the fuck you're messing with.
And Champ wound up beating that ass senseless. I never in my life, never. But I mean, it was a good experience because it showed me what type of a player he was.
Like, and in our friend groups, there is two things you do not do. You do not challenge a Joker in fucking Call of Duty, Gears of War, any of those games. He will destroy you. And you don't fucking challenge me to Smash Brothers unless you can actually beat me.
Yeah, so if there's anybody out there that's up to the challenge to take this man in Smash Brothers, he'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting for your bitch ass.
He welcomes all challenges.
I welcome all challenges. I'll be waiting for you, motherfucker.
All right, so now we're going to come to a segment in our show that's going to be something that everybody may or may not like. Champ, you're going to definitely need to be on camera for this one.
All right.
So here we go.
Oh, dear God, please do not be asking me any fucking
Video
type
game
of
question and answers. So on the question and answer segment, we're going to do a little bit about knowledge on video games, and hopefully, Champ, you'll have the answers for us.
Yes.
So as most of you know, Champ was one of the people that actually got to see some of the video game award ceremony that went on recently.
Yes.
And I didn't get a chance to see it. Kind of wish I was able to. Would have been
you
great.
didn't get the chance to see a lot of shit. And because of a Discord notification, shit's now, I'm going to have to leave the stream real quick and then rejoin because I can't hear very well.
Okay.
All right, so I'll be right back. There we go.
Welcome. Technical difficulties, it's always going to bound to happen.
Technical difficulties, it's always going to bound to happen.
Okay, so first question I have is from a buddy of mine. He wants to know, the PlayStation, the PS1, was released in what country?
The PlayStation was released, if I remember right, was mainly in Japan. It got released over here, but the PlayStation 1 was like around the end of the 90s. Because around the early 2000s was the PlayStation 2.
Correct. PlayStation was released in Japan on December 3rd, 1994, and then was introduced in Northern America on September of 95.
Yeah, and like the following year in September.
Now, we all know the one game that every young pubescent teen would play, and that was Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider. You gotta try to see if you can get Lara Croft naked.
Yes. Now, to be fair, me personally, there was a scene in Tomb Raider that I used to love to do, and that was always trying to get the butler stuck in the fridge.
Yes, the butler in the fridge trick.
That was the very funny part about it. I used to love that. I'd run around the mansion, smack into walls, and turn around and try to make everything work just to lock that man in the freezer. I know that sounds horrible and I'm going to hell, but you know what? Everybody and their mother did it.
Everybody and their mother locked that man in the freezer. Look, now growing up, I had a PlayStation, and I know I'm going to piss people off for this. I never played a Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, Tomb Raider on the original PlayStation.
So doing it.
Miss Brandt?
Yes.
Get me a violin.
I had to.
You know what? You had your, but yeah.
But you know what? With all the video games out there and all the consoles, what was the main thing that PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Mac all had in common? What were they trying to build together?
They were trying to build like their own brand or their own community.
They were.
But they mainly tried to go for like a mascot. Like for the PlayStation, you had Spyro, you had Lara Croft, you had Crash Bandicoot, Jack and Daxter. Nintendo.
Yo, you know the crazy thing is I hate to admit it, dude, I could never get into Spyro. Like, Spyro was a good game from what people have told me. but I
Like,
could never get into it.
what is it about the Spyro games you did not like?
I don't know. There's just so many different things about it. It just didn't sit well with me. Like, it kind of made me feel like they just took Crash Bandicoot and turned him into a dragon.
I mean, Crash Bandicoot is different. Like, you look at his ass most of his games.
Yeah, especially when he spins in circles.
Yeah, like then you get to see his front. Like you get to see his front, but only when he's spinning. But like, and you don't even get to see that. Like with Spyro, you can turn the camera. You can look in other ways. You get to actually spin the camera to see Spyro's face and know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
I guess some people didn't like the fact that in the Spyro games you had a hub world and then you have so many levels that you had to complete.
Yeah.
Including a speed rating level. Because that's what most Spyro games have, is like a few action platform levels in a world, then you go to then you have like that one speed rating level, and then you have a boss fight once you're completely done.
All right, so the next question is EB Games. Now, EB Games today is now called
GameStop.
Mm-hmm. And everybody and anybody knows that on a Saturday night, on a Friday night, you would freeze your ass off outside of EB Games waiting to buy what game? I mean, there's so many games, but there was one game that, for the records, was a massive record holder for a midnight release.
Oh. Are we still on PlayStation?
I believe it is a PlayStation game.
I think it was. Now, I'm probably going to get this wrong.
Probably, me too.
I'm thinking it was Final Fantasy VII. If it's not, then fuck me. I don't know what it is.
You're going to be surprised because I actually had to look it up. The most sold game in 2009 was Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh my. Wow.
I mean, think about it. How many people always fantasize about being assassins?
A lot of people, even me, like, I now have a VR headset. I can get me the Assassin's Creed Nexus game and just jump down and stab somebody right in the neck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I hope they bring that to VR.
Like, that's the thing. Ubisoft is fucking up. Okay, so I'm going to hijack the show real quick.
Go ahead, man.
So if you enjoy the Assassin's Creed games, you enjoy the power fantasy. You enjoy being able to sneak up on some poor son of a bitch and just stabbing them in the throat, or in the later games, because some of the later games remove the whole assassino part, and you get to just do the whole assassinating without being stealthy. Like, you can just run up on somebody and just stab them.
Yeah.
So, with VR, you have an Assassin's Creed VR game called Assassin's Creed Nexus or something. Now, I'm wanting to get this game because I like Assassin's Creed, but right now I have to do a few things. I have to get my alt account updated. So
you definitely need to.
Yes, which I go to donate on Monday. Hopefully, I get enough money so I can be able to get me a 1 month account, a 1 month membership, so I don't have to worry. And then just in a couple of weeks, just like go and buy me a 3-month membership for my alt, and then just do the same for my main. But with the Assassin's Creed VR game, you get the opportunity to run along the rooftops. You get to jump off the rooftop, stick somebody in the neck, like in the cutscenes that you've seen. Like, remember in the first Assassin's Creed
I do remember the first Assassin's Creed when you can literally go up and go right through the dude's neck and come out the other side.
Yeah. Or remember the cutscene in that game where that guy, where Altair comes out of nowhere in the, I think in the opening cutscene.
Yeah.
When you first load in the game, and he comes out of nowhere and just stabs and leaves.
I remember that actually.
Yeah, now I can actually do that shit in that game. Like, I can just act all normal. And
I really hope they bring that to VR. I think that would be a great addition to that game itself.
The next Assassin's Creed doesn't need to be console based. It could be VR. Like Batman, what Batman did. They literally, oh my fucking god. They literally when because of their new game sucking so much ass, the new Assassin's Creed game. I mean, not the new Assassin's Creed. The new oh my god, the new what is it? The new fucking Suicide Squad game. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's what you were thinking of because I know the new Suicide Squad game is ass.
I know. I bought that game. And I'm pretty pissed because I didn't get the Ultimate Edition. But even on launch, that game was like when people got to play the pre-orders.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as everyone was saying. Like, they even had a problem with the store because it was and like when everybody would launch into it at a certain point, the game would how do I say this? The game would actually fuck up and like complete the campaign for you.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I remember. And even with all the fixes, they started fucking it up because they were fucking up the DLC character, like a gay Joker, a female Mr. Freeze. They brought in Zoe, and now for the final DLC character, which is all free, by the way, is the pedophile, Deadshot.
Did he just? Yes, he did.
Not Deadshot. I forgot what the Wade or Slade Wilson or whatever the fuck his name is.
Well, it definitely is not Wade Wilson because that's Deadpool.
Yeah, Wade Wilson is Slade Wilson or Slade Wilson because Wade is Deadpool.
Of course, and everybody that knows Deadpool is the most iconic character there is at the moment.
Yes, but now that they're actually in with the final character, motherfucker, mouse got into this fucking command cable. Great. With the new character, they're basically making it. They're using the fucking pedophile version. Or they're going with the pedophile canon with the new Slade Wilson that they're adding. And really, you think anybody's going to want to play as a pedophile? No.
I mean, there's a lot of fan base out there for it.
Yeah, there's a lot of fan base out there who's willing to be like, Wade, what? Slade Wilson, my favorite character. Like, man, this bitch is a fucking pedophile. Like, y'all criticize. Are you really going to play and want to play as a pedophile? Like, I get the fact that I get made fun of because one of my favorite anime characters is Sailor Moon and she's 14. But
yeah, you do have an issue with fucking anime, but everybody has their own snitch, and you like anime. I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking anime, but gushing over a Sailor Moon, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, only reason why I gush over Sailor Moon is because I've said this in the past. She got me out of a dark situation. Like, I was wanting to just. Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube. Did I just say I was about ready to off myself? I'm sorry.
We've been canceled.
We've been canceled.
Damn, the show didn't last long enough.
Damn. But yeah, like, I was about ready to do the deed, and I literally just watched one episode, like, just watched one anime, tried out something new for like a few episodes. I'm like, okay, I'll give the show I'll stay a little while longer, keep giving this show a shot.
One thing that I will say on this podcast for YouTube, for anybody that has dealt with wanting to cash out.
Yeah, cash out.
There are certain things in this world that can and cannot be explained. And one of the things is when you have them thoughts, it's hard to want to walk away from them. But that's why there's video games, there's people you can talk to. Suicide prevention is something that a lot of people deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
Everybody chooses their own way to cope with it. Some do drugs, some play video games, some fantasize about anime. But
for me, it was an anime that got me out of this situation.
But at the end of the day, when it comes to choosing what you want to do to make yourself take your mind off those things, anything is better than that.
Yeah, anything is just cashing in that briefcase saying, I want to
having a friend, like, I'm gonna say this. Our buddy Joker, he's been a friend of ours. We've known him for years.
Yep.
This man has brought a lot of positivity towards a lot of people.
Yep.
I mean, he does the voice of the Joker, and he does it phenomenal. And people tend to want to listen to him because not only has he got that psycho about him, but he also knows how to brighten up people's days.
Yes. And this man can rub people the wrong way. Like, I have a few friends that don't like his guts. But at the end of the day, he's my friend. He literally knows how to make my day better because I'm like, hey, I've been having a shitty day. And he either doesn't get on my ass with comedy or making me trying to bring me down with
it's like, to be fair, you have come a long way, because I remember from when we used to be back in the day, you'd be the type of person that wouldn't fight back, you wouldn't pull out your claws. To somebody now, you're rolling with the punches, you're sitting there and talking to people, and you pick and stab when you need to.
Yeah, or I would just come in and completely out of nowhere and just fucking
roast the shit out of people.
Like your fat ass.
Hey, listen, maybe me getting roasted might help me lose some weight.
I mean, it could help you, but let's not make any guarantees of that.
Barbecue season.
Yeah, let's not worry about that until we get close to the new year. Anyways.
Definitely. Because like I said, man, this is just an introduction show for people so they know what's up. And at the end of the day, man, we got to figure out how to make shit going.
Yeah, and it's
Won't
just
let
like,
me see
and
that.
there's,
Damn.
and like one of my favorite video games out there. I can't gush enough about this. Yes, you know what? You can already tell what my favorite video game is because of this profile picture right here. I'm talking about Doki Doki Literature Club, baby. Like, I mean, this game, basically, each character in the game you can relate to, because me, as you could tell by my profile picture, I like Monica more because she's a lonely girl just wanting to be loved like me. Like, I'm a person who's just lonely, wants someone to care about me. Just basically that shit.
I hear that.
Yeah, and one girl in the game at the end of Act 1, because it's been like 2018, 19, 20, 21, 2, 23, 24. It's been 8 years since 2017. That's when DDLC came out. I don't care if you haven't played it. I'm now going to spoil it. At the end of Act 1, Monica makes Sayori hang herself. And when you download the game, it says psychological horror. At the end of Act 1, it starts to get into the horror portion of it. You get jump scares here and there, but it's during the in between the jump scares where you're at peace, but you can't be fully at peace because of the music. Like, at times you just get this eerie sense of, why do I not feel comfortable? Like, the background may be off a bit in certain scenes. Like the background would look slanted a bit, or a little bit of disturbing imagery here and there, shit like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, and when you get, because it's not very long, it's like a couple of hours playthrough if you have the time. But at the end of the game, you're like, what did I just play? And that's where, if you enjoy the game, after you're done, the creator made that game to be modded. So you can go out there and find mods to make, and this is what I love about this game so much. Like, it's a visual novel on the base version of it, but people are the community is so smart that they've turned that game into, with some of the mods, an action platformer. Like, it's a rudimentary action platformer, but there's like elements of like a Nintendo style game in there that could have been on the Nintendo.
Yeah.
And that is why I love this game so much. It's just, the creator made something, he ran with it, and like, a lot of places wanted to get this game banned because of the suicide in the game, the self-harm, the dark topics. And a lot of people who work in the psychological field are like, no, this is a perfect game to like use as to talk about, like to get conversations going. It's a weird game, but a lot of people that I know like use it to help start a conversation piece. Like there's a mod out there in this game and DDLC that's called Sayori Says No to Suicide. It basically works as a PSA where, hey, suicide is not the answer.
True, true.
But it uses comedy in a way to not make sure the fucking whole thing is dark. Because I watched a playthrough of it. The main character literally goes, "Okay, Sayori, you remember what you now? Let's talk about what you did the last time." Because the game acts as if Sayori remembers what she's done in the base game, and she goes, "Yeah, committing suicide wasn't the best choice I could make."
Yeah.
Like, it works like that because it punches a jab because they recognize that they're game characters, but then it just goes back into talking about like how you can not have those thoughts, like. So that's why I love that game so much, because the community is just so nice. Like, part of the community in that game is like really good people. Every community has their bad apples, but
This is true. This is true.
but the DDLC community is more family towards each other.
Very true. All right, so it's time for us to pop on camera, say our little goodbyes,
Yeah.
get ready to wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
If my camera will actually work.
All
right, cool. So this is the first unofficial show of the brand new channel between Off-Road Gaming and Thechamp2025.
Yep.
The broken controller. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe.
Do all that shit. But if you don't want to comment and like, just share the show. Like, the channel we're on right now will not be the go-to channel for the show. We didn't have the time. We were getting everything set up, but we are going to move the show over to its own YouTube account when in the beginning of the new year.
Well, as of right now, the show is going to be where it's at until obviously, when I get more time to want to put things together. Because it's a lot of people don't understand. It's very hard to get everything up to point.
Yeah.
So for now, you could see the channel on mine. You could see the podcast on my channel. Eventually, we're going to have it to where it's going to be streaming on both YouTube channels. It'll be on Off-Road Gaming as well as the new YouTube channel, The Broken Controller.
Yes.
And with that being said, going forward, I figure we'll probably try to do a podcast, once every 2 weeks, maybe a little longer.
We're trying to figure out what a good pacing for this show will be. Because, like, every 2 weeks, that ain't gonna cut it, because we may not have a review for that. Like, what happens if we don't have a review?
Everything is up in the air at the moment, guys.
Yeah.
So going forward, everything will be obviously discussed. Plus, Champ is part of another podcast as well. He's always on the Joker's Corner. So if you guys miss him on here, obviously you could see him on there. But that's more a comedy / game / everything rolled into
what the Joker's Corner is a variety. It's a comedy variety stream.
Yes.
Like, we'll talk about comedy. We'll basically talk about what's going on in pop culture, and then roast the ever-loving fuck out of stupidity.
It's actually crazy. I was watching a video the other day, and I was laughing my ass off because of all the dumb shit we were saying to each other.
Yes. Here, it's just like, there will be comedy, but it's more...
We're not just focused on comedy. We're going to try to keep it more like a video game.
Yeah, we're going to keep it video game related, but there will be comedic times because say my friend here off-road gets a clip of him doing something downright stupid. I am going to roast him when that clip is done.
I do have a couple of clips from a couple of things that I've done that I have to put up. We'll definitely get them on the next show for sure. But
yes,
like I said, guys, you know, this is a brand new aspect. It's new to me. It's somewhat new to Champ. Basically, like I said, man, just comment, like, subscribe, spread the word, you know, show us some love. Hell, man, you don't have to comment, you don't have to like, and you sure as hell don't have to subscribe to it. But if you do, every comment will be showed, every line, everything, all of that will all be.
Yeah. We'll basically, if one of us can reply to your channel or like to your comment, we will possibly do that. But there's gonna come.
We're also gonna try to have special guests on the show too.
Yeah.
You know, there's a buddy of ours that we're gonna try to get on. Very knowledgeable in the gaming industry. He's been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, he'll want to be, and then we can get it going. Because honestly, man, the more people that know about the gaming industry, granted, the gaming industry is huge.
Gaming industry is huge, but mainly because of the wrong reasons. Like, remember Jack? Jack, what's his face?
Jack, what's his face?
The motherfucker who wanted to get Mortal Kombat banned.
Oh, yeah. Now I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Hey, Jack Thompson, or whatever the fuck your name is, if you're watching, how do you feel? How do you feel right now? You fought a war on a up-and-coming fucking business. And guess what, bitch? You lost.
I gotta love this man. He's good. Anyway, guys, you enjoy your night. Comment, like, subscribe, show the channel some love. It's been real.
Yep, been real. Peace.